Hey everybody, it's Kevin here with Midwest Photo, and today we've been given the opportunity to review a brand new Fujifilm X-H1 lens. This lens is a refresh on the older 27mm 2.8. This one is dubbed the 27mm 2.8 Mark II. Fujifilm has updated this lens with two new features, but before we get into that, I do want to talk about why I love this lens so much. Now, on its surface, it's truly a 41mm lens when you take into account that 1.5 times crop factor on Fuji APS-C. So it's great for landscapes, it's great for portraits, it's great for street work, up close and personal with your subject at f2.8, you can still get a nice shallow depth of field. Plus, it's nice and discreet and compact. If you're like me and you wear a field jacket, you can easily fit this lens attached to an X Pro 3 in that front cargo pocket. Now, what I did is I took this lens around Clintonville, around the High Street area, where some of you may be familiar with our older store, where we used to be located. And let me tell you, this lens was an absolute dream to shoot. I shot in black and white, and that's how I like to shoot my street work. And I can easily see myself printing some of this work on matte paper, which I would absolutely order from MidwestPhotoPix.com. Check the link below. Now, out of transparency, I do have to say I wish the lens was a bit more quieter when it came to focusing. That being said, I understand that Fuji would have to make it significantly larger to fit in an ultrasonic motor to make that autofocus quieter. That also said, I will say that the fly-by-wire manual focusing was insanely responsive, and I would have no qualms about using manual focus with this lens, especially with that highlight peaking or that split level kind of auto or split level manual focus that Fuji has built into all of their cameras at this point. Now for the two big changes that I do want to talk about when it comes to this lens that are just absolutely icing on the cake and make it even better. Not to mention, I mean, the optics are great, but these two changes absolutely make the lens for me. First, you do have a clickety-clack there aperture ring, which allows you to change the aperture on the fly, which is great, or you can set it to A for automatic. And it is weather sealed or weather resistant, which means when you pair it with an X Pro 3, did I mention I like shooting the X Pro 3? That this becomes a fully weather sealed shooting situation if you're shooting street or portrait or landscape. You can shoot this lens on a drizzly day in New York, or you could absolutely shoot it on a sunny day in Ohio. It doesn't matter. Let me just say this about the lens, that I absolutely love it, but in the words of my childhood hero Ferris Bueller, it is so choice. And if you have the means, I highly recommend picking one up. So if you're interested in this lens or other Fujifilm lenses that we will be reviewing, check out our Instagram, our YouTube, our Facebook pages. We are also on TikTok and Reddit. But if you're interested in buying it or researching more about this lens, visit mpex.com or give us a call at 614-261-1264. Catch you next time.